The first night we reached the hospital, we thought we were already dead. The building stood alone at the edge of the city, windows shattered, emergency lights flickering like dying stars, blood stained the front steps. And in the street below, hundreds of zombies stood perfectly still, not wandering, not feeding, just watching. We barricaded ourselves inside the pediatric wing. 4 survivors, low ammunition, almost no food. Every night after sunset, the zombies gathered again. They never attacked. They just stood there, heads tilted toward the hospital, bodies twitching, like they were listening to something we couldn't hear. On the 3rd night, Eli finally whispered what we were all thinking. "They're waiting," he said, waiting for us to mess up. So we stayed silent. No lights, no talking, no movement. On the 4th night, we heard it. A deep, slow thud beneath the hospital, not above us, below, like something massive shifting underground. The zombies reacted instantly. They turned away from the hospital and faced the forest behind it. That's when the screaming started. Not human, not animal. It sounded like metal tearing through flesh. Eli grabbed his rifle. "I'm checking it out." We begged him not to. He went anyway. From a cracked window, we watched him step outside. The zombies didn't attack him, they parted. Let him through. He disappeared into the darkness. Minutes passed. Then the screaming came back, closer, louder. We heard Eli yelling, "No, please, no!" The forest moved. Something enormous shifted between the trees. The zombies rushed forward, not toward us, toward it. They slammed together into a wall of rotting flesh, sacrificing themselves, being torn apart, limbs flying, skulls crushed. Yet they kept pushing. The ground shook. Then, silence. At dawn, the zombies returned to their places. There were fewer now, but they still stood guard. We found Eli near the tree line. His body was folded the wrong way, bones shattered, eyes frozen in terror. Beside him, claw marks in the dirt, too large to belong to any zombie. That night, we searched the hospital basement. Behind sealed doors covered in warning symbols, we found a tunnel, a massive hole descending into darkness. The hospital wasn't a shelter. It was a seal. The zombies weren't hunting us. They were keeping something trapped. At 3:17 a.m., the knocking stopped. Every zombie outside turned its head toward us. The emergency speakers crackled to life. A voice echoed through the halls. Old, distorted, terrified. Containment protocol failed. We ran to the security room and rewound the final footage. Doctors in hazmat suits, armed soldiers, screaming patients. And the truth. The creature beneath the hospital wasn't discovered after the outbreak. It was found before it. The files called it the Shepherd. It didn't kill, it called. Anyone who heard its frequency long enough lost their mind, then their body. The dead didn't rise by accident. They were reanimated receivers, surrounding the source, blocking the signal. Humanity didn't fall, it was repurposed. The final video showed a general staring into the camera. "If containment breaks," he said, "the zombies will hold as long as they can. And when they turn," his voice shook, "it means they've heard a new command." The basement door creaked open. The knocking hadn't stopped. It had moved. Upward, outside. The zombies began to smile. We were never the ones being protected.